Welcome to the Tech Is Hard podcast. This week, we're talking about YouTube went down.
Also, Apple announced new products this week. Along with the Apple Silicon, we took a look at some iPhone 13 rumors.
And YouTube Rewind 2020 got cancelled.
Also, we talked about whether or not Xander Round is an introvert or an extrovert.
It's very exciting here, so we will look into that right now.
No!
Welcome to the Tech Is Hard podcast, episode number 5. We are getting underway, man.
We are rocking it.
We are rocking it. It's 5. That's 5 weeks in a row. That's crazy. So,
Yep.
If you don't know, I'm Danny Black from the YouTube channel called Danny Black, and
joining
me is
Xander
Xander Round from the YouTube channel Xander Round.
On opposite parts of the world.
On the opposite parts of the world, yes. We have never even met in real life, but we both have OnlyFans accounts. No, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of... No.
No.
That's bizarre. What a great way to start the show. So this is the Tech Is Hard podcast. This is a podcast you can listen anywhere. All the good main podcast places, right? Xander, is that right?
Yeah. You have to upload 3 episodes to get on Apple. So we're on Apple, Spotify, all those big... Wherever you get your podcasts, we're available now.
That's right. My wife just said she was like, I listened to you guys on Apple, and my friend Cameron, who saw me play today at the gig, he said he listens to us on Spotify. So, hey, welcome to the people. We have to remember now, like, anytime we do anything visual or say anything, like, I guess you can't say anything.
You got to remember.
Yeah, we got to remember to like explain it that way because, we're being heard. And if you want to watch our faces, we're on YouTube as well.
It's hard to get out of the YouTube routine. We're actually on. We're doing audio. We're on podcast. We've got to remember we've got 2 different audiences. It's,
this is
pre-pod.
Pre-pod
vodcast.
This is season 1, though. Season 1. Season 2, we're gonna crank it up a notch, I feel. But thank you and welcome. And before we get to like our next segments, I mentioned last week that I was gonna create some little stingers and things like, so hey, what's a new tech? And it's like new tech. I didn't do any of that stuff. Not because I didn't have time, but because I wanted to actually talk about that, because we could have little. Okay. If we're being heard on a lot of these platforms, we'd want something more like with a good audio, like sound, like a singing kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, first of all, what segments do you think we should make these?
Well, we talked about it during the week, but we've made some notes. But I mean, like new tech is one that we're obviously going to talk about quite a lot. It seems that the podcast is about tech. So new tech coming out, future tech. We could do the hot tech one. We did
hot tech,
That was,
hot tech's good.
That's a throwback Thursday hot tech.
Mm-hmm.
And Amazon deals was another one you wanted to maybe throw in there, because we literally buy, well, I do anyway, literally buy everything off Amazon. So it makes sense to talk about deals off Amazon. Oh man, too much stuff.
So
yeah, I think those are the main
old tech.
3.
Because sometimes it's nice to bring up that nostalgic tech, for us at least. Also, I think I had another one for tech tips, because every now and then we have a little tip to share, and then what we're watching on whatever we're watching. Yeah, YouTube.
Like a 1 minute Wednesday we used to attempt. So you never do a 1 minute Wednesday, but we
who's we? What are you talking about?
We've done similar videos like that in the past on our channels, where I tried to do a 1 minute Wednesday. You do a tech tip Thursday, wasn't it?
Oh, my 30-second Thursday.
30 seconds Thursday, and you tried.
I just started that 30-second Thursday, and but that's pretty fun. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. And so shout out to anybody that's listening to us. Come over to YouTube if you can. Give us a little subscribe, because that's
subscribe.
Oddly enough, that's the metric we're going off of to know how popular we are. We're probably more popular on Spotify, but we have under. I'm not going to say how many we have. We have a low amount of subscribers because we haven't really pushed it yet. I actually, for the first time, I pushed it on my channel, and that was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that at the end of your last video. I put a little something in one of my videos.
I saw
that came out yesterday. Yeah. So
I did see that. Yes.
We're doing it gently. We'll see what happens.
But before we move on, I guess a segment that I should put a stinger for is every 5 episodes, we're going to look back on the comments from the previous 5 episodes. So
Cool. Okay.
I could do the not so morning show. Reading the comments.
Reading the comments.
5. All right, you start, Xander.
Okay.
Go to the beginning.
So, yeah, we'll go for Gina's comments on the episode 1. She commented on the first episode. She said, I do like... What did she say? I do live stream on my own.
Well, it said intro on point.
Oh, that's the main comment. Yeah. Intro on point. Hello,
and then she commented on her own comment, said, "I like this," and then commented on that, saying, "I do live stream on my own."
That's the one I read first, and I was a little bit confused. But yeah, intro on point, boys. Yeah. And then Jay Boston commented on his episode. He featured, "Hi Jay, thanks for coming on the show with us." Episode 3, Jay Boston was on, and he said Xander's lighting is on point. So thanks for that, Jay.
That is
Scott Davis.
Where are you? Do they like actually translate like the comments, because it says to me Xander's lighting is spot on, and you just said on point. Are you getting a different like interpretation or something?
No, that's just the way my brain works.
Oh, okay. So all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I live in a world of fake news, and you just got to say it right, otherwise we're not going to believe you at all.
Do you know what it is? I've got my microphone arm that's in the way of my screen, so it's I sort of translated that. So Xander's lighting is spot on. Yeah, we got that.
Yes.
Jay,
all right, and then we have Scott Davies made a comment on that one with Jay Boston as well, episode 3. I don't think we get any comments from the other ones. It's kind of interesting, but he says, "Awesome video, guys. Loved it." He also said, "Can you give me the link/name for the webcam app that you were talking about for being able to stream from your phone, like using your phone as a webcam?" And I did message him that link.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But we could probably. What is it? Just say it out loud. So if anybody was
Reincubate Camo was the app that I was using. I did a video on it.
It is the hardest app to find. It is the hardest. Reincubate.
If you type in Camo app, I think it comes up.
I don't know. It doesn't. I looked up Camo, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to. Yeah, it was tricky. Reincubate. Okay. And then he says that scream is my new alert tone for a Facebook message. That was the screen.
That was on the clip.
Xander created that clip. Go ahead. You can read the next one.
That was off the clip as well. Jonathan Creek. We used to catch crickets like that at school and keep them as pets on our desk. Yep. So
people enjoyed that. That was a good scream. That was a genuinely good scream. Walker 2508 says, "I heart the new podcast," which is great. He also says,
Walker.
"You currently have 0 thumbs downs." You know what, Xander? You've been getting a lot of just that one person that was thumbing you down. I feel like they stopped. But I will say that I've noticed even on mine, ever since I've started saying, "Hey, if you're in a hurry and you want to get to the point, check down for the timestamps or the chapters." And I feel like those people that would have normally been like, "Dude, you babble too much," they're like, "Oh, okay, I can just do that." And maybe that's. I don't know. Any correlation? Do you think?
I don't know.
They're just jerks?
I've got a few theories, but I don't think it's anything malicious.
Give us a theory.
I think it's just some kid out there that every time I upload, they just dislike the video.
Oh, really?
That's all it is. Yeah.
Is it your son? Maybe it's your son.
No,
it's your own kid. He's like, "You spend too much time on YouTube and not enough time on me."
Kids are funny, especially when they get to teenagers, like when they get to this sort of age. I reckon it was probably one of my son's friends, to be honest with you. Maybe they fall out at school or something like that.
But then they got bored of it. They're like, "Okay, this is not fun anymore. I'm doing this every time," but they're not acknowledging it. Maybe that's.
I think that was probably it.
And the last comment, listen, hopefully in the future we'll have so many that we have to read the top comments, but these are literally all the comments from the first 4 episodes. "I am binge watching every episode tonight," Walker 2508 says on the YouTube comments.
Dude, that's a lot of content to watch in one little binge watch. Fair play, dude.
But you know, they're great, except for episode. Which one was the one where the audio was so bad? That was episode 2. I think.
Oh, that was the 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was that. You know, we're learning as we go.
We're learning,
and
we're getting a lot of it's my fault. So
I felt last week was a good episode.
Yeah, last week was great. It was great.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. We read the comments. Now we can move on to the next thing.
Reading the comments.
By the way, I'm enjoying this. I honestly, I look forward to this chat with you. We would chat regardless, but this is kind of nice to like actually put it out somewhere. So,
dude, it's awesome, and it's nice just to talk about, because I mean we've talked about this in the past, but I've got no other friends that like YouTube, and the other particular friends that do like YouTube. You do like YouTube. Tube. My other friends that do like YouTube don't really want to talk about it, like on air anyway. So that's. I mean, we're going to talk about.
Well, we'll have a guest next week. We haven't figured out who it's going to be, but I think every 3 episodes we're looking to have a guest come on to the show for a little bit. Jay Boston was on the first. It was the first one. We're going to try to get Scott Davies on and our Tube Fix on. I was looking at Walker 2508, and he's got 1.35 thousand. How do you say that? 1,035. It's weird with the K. They put the K out there and it throws you off.
Yeah, what is that K all about?
1.35K. It doesn't make any sense.
300 something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, 1,350 subscribers. But he's got he's got 2 videos. And the first video from 14 years ago has 6.1 million views on it.
What?
And then he's got the next one, 32,000 views on it. And
let me have a look. What's this video?
Are you looking at the Zippo one?
Zippo Tricks, 14 years ago.
Let's see. Are you playing it? If you play it, we'll put it on. We'll put it on here so people can watch. If you're watching on YouTube, if not, I'll describe it. But he's just flipping it open and it's like a Zippo lighter. Okay.
Yeah, but is this Walker actually doing this? This is what I want to know.
That's a good question. Walker, if you're watching, leave a comment. Let us know, and we'll read that out, in 5 episodes from now.
Because Walker, if this is you and you got 6 million 6 million views on this video, why haven't you done more videos like that?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be a multi-millionaire right now.
What? Maybe he is a multi-millionaire.
Maybe he just made $1 million from that and retired. That's what he did.
All right. Well, having said that, let's move on to new tech. Shall we, Xander?
Let's talk about it.
This would be a good time to put a stinger on.
Well,
tech.
The new stinger, new tech. The Apple event was this week, and interesting. Did you watch it?
I watched your video recapping it, and I loved it. Please do more of those. That was great.
Yeah, they're fun to do because I just sort of record it live and then I edit it and chop it up afterwards, so it's fun. Apple Silicon is a real thing now. So
we knew that this was going to happen. I think we talked about it on when we had your live stream on your channel. And,
but the more you understand about it, the more it's like, what are they? I'm still a bit torn about how they're going to do it because, like, basically everything in the computer is on this one chip. So you got the RAM, CPU, machine learning. You've got
just like what it is on the iPhone and the iPad Pro. Yeah, it makes sense, but I think they were stuck in a contract with like Intel for like so many years, and they finally got out of it, and they're like, okay, we've been making better chips than this Intel chip for the longest time, and now it's gonna basically improve the battery life by 10 hours as well on the MacBook. I just can't believe they can, by using their own chip, they can double the battery life. That's astonishing. And if all the power claims are saying, it was a bit vague on the actual video they did, but the graphs were a bit like, this is 2 times faster than the fastest computer ever. But okay, but what's the computer you're comparing against? But if the claims are there, and we've got to wait for the reviews to come out from the big YouTubers and get their hands on these. And I was slightly
impressive.
Heartbroken when I saw that they released the Mac Mini so quick after I bought my Mac Mini this year. But it's all right. And Xander, there we go. I don't know. I'm excited about it, but I'm not like I need to get the first ones. I'm okay to wait.
No,
I'm happy with my setup at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think at the moment the way I've got my setup is good, but I think it's right to wait just to see if the first generation is actually as good as I say it's going to be. Maybe the second and third generation is going to be the one to go for. Definitely.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Yeah, well, it's all good stuff going forward. There's also there's already iPhone 13 rumors out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I think they've got to go for the 120 hertz because everybody else is doing that. So they've got to catch up on that side of things.
Yeah. What else?
And then the other big thing was no ports at all because everybody was talking about whether they're going to get to USB-C like all the other Android phones. But it looks like Apple are just going to go for no ports, nowhere to plug anything in. It's going to be wireless charging, wireless connectivity, AirPods working wirelessly. that kind of thing.
Oh man, I guess yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah, if they can create some kind of good like microphone setup that's Bluetooth that has zero latency, that'd be good. That's interesting.
Did you see the Duo charger they brought out this week? And it was like it's $120 in the US, I think.
Duo,
for this
Duo charger. What do you mean Duo charger? Oh.
It's a wireless charger with an Apple flip-up charger as well. Apple Watch flip-up charger, so you can charge your phone and watch.
Hasn't this been out for a while? Like from other people? Apple just came out with one.
Apple has just released it because I don't know really. I think it's the power wattage and the fact that it can fast charge. But there's a lot of QI? What's that charging? The wireless charging.
QI. Yeah, QI.
Yeah, QI key charging, and it's there's a lot of people out there that do it already. But maybe. Apple are sort of they've got to make a wireless charger that is going to be reliable and going to charge your phone like a plugged-in charger would be, ready for next year if they're going to do that.
People come out going, "Oh, you can buy this on Amazon for so much cheaper," and it's like, well, then do it. Apple doesn't hold a gun to your head and say you have to buy it.
Yeah, it's not an Apple device, and you get the quality from Apple. You really do. I've literally just bought my first ever Apple original.
You didn't
case,
get it for free?
The leather one. No, I had to buy it because they're like £59 in the UK. I don't know how much they are it's like double that in Australian dollars probably.
Yeah,
but it's really nice.
I'm still sticking
it's a really
with the 10.
nice leather case.
Although I did watch the Maddie and Pete show. Where they talk to. Oh, you should watch it. Where they talk to some of the Apple people. And they talk about the photography. Now, one thing that they brought up, and this is so big, and I would love it. I'd go out and buy the new phone if this was on there. You know when you have portrait mode, like for photography on your phone, and how you get that bokeh effect, it looks amazing. If you had that for video, and there's a way to control that blur in the background, like you can control it like with a slider, like this much blur, f1.4, and then or higher, you know. I would be like,
that would be game changing.
It would be game changer. I'd be like, I'm buying that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to buy that. It's amazing. But I mean, I did shoot some stuff with the 10 today, and I forgot how great it was. Just when you get up and you know those tips and tricks, like you can just press and hold and get the exposure held and the focus, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, if they could do that with video, to stop you having to buy a £500 lens to get that bokeh.
Well, because what they're doing is they're creating the software to make the hardware obsolete. Meaning, like, normally you'd have to have a huge like sensor and lens and like extra lenses and stuff like that. But because the way they're creating the smart smart algorithms and that's not is it no you know what I'm talking about, the smart computing chips inside of there. It's able to do those things and replicate it because
well, that's where this Apple Silicon is going to come in. You're going to be able to do more things. They're like the less power consumption it sucks from the actual device as well. It allows you to do more things with the software going forward. And I think that's how the Apple Silicon is going to advance all our phones in the coming years to come. Definitely.
Amazing. And we will be here next year to talk about the next one.
We'll be here to cover it.
Episode number...
Hear it. Subscribe. Hear it here first, of course.
I'm trying to do math. Episode number 57.
Yeah.
I don't know. As far as this channel, I would love to, if this got more and more popular, at least doing like 2 a week and then growing it more and more as we go. But it's nice to do these 1 weeks. We will come back. We're going to take a break. We take a little break and say subscribe to the channel. In the future, we would love to put some advertising or something, or even like a fun little skit. But for now, we're just taking these little breaks, but we're going to come back and talk about YouTube Rewind 2020. Interesting.
Ooh,
what else are we talking about?
What are we talking about? We're talking about extrovert and introvert a little bit later. We're going down the YouTube route away from tech, but we're going to talk about that. It's kind
YouTube's
of
all tech.
Together anyway.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll have some more fun chats. All right, we're back, and welcome back from that long break where we say, hey, please subscribe to our channel. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, what are the other podcast things? What are they?
It's on Anchor, but there are other ones.
I thought Anchor was the one that pushes it out to all the other ones, right?
Yeah, Anchor. Actually, you can listen to it on Anchor as well. So they've got their own streaming platform as well. But there are other ones out there I've never heard of. They're on wherever you get your podcasts. It's available.
So how do we find out if people are listening on those ones?
I can go onto the Anchor page on our dashboard, and it tells you how many views we've had.
Let's do that on episode 10. We'll look back on it.
Yeah, we'll do
end
that.
End of season one.
On.
End of season one. So, speaking of ending up on a season here, we are almost done with 2020. Probably one of the weirdest years.
Oh
ever.
Man, what a strange year!
It doesn't make any sense. This year has felt more like a Matrix simulation than anything else. It does not make any sense. I've honestly haven't had that bad of a year as far as like traveling and stuff. I was planning on not traveling. My parents just came to visit me in Australia. We went to Japan, and then I didn't have actually anything planned. I didn't have any flights canceled. I didn't have anything. So except for some cruise ships and stuff like that, which would have been great. Yeah. But what's it like for you?
Well, yeah, we were quite lucky the early start of the year, didn't we? You went to Japan. I went to New York in March.
That's
then it sort of just shut down. So the only thing we've missed really is the sort of the family holiday that we usually have. We were planning on maybe going back to Mexico this year, and obviously that's been cancelled. So we'll just wait till next year and see what happens. But work-wise, I know you've been working as well during this whatever. You only a few months off, didn't you? But I never stopped work. Sort of everything's been normal, really. Just not being able to go out in the certain times to visit family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're still in lockdown here in the UK. We've got another 3 weeks left of lockdown, the second wave. Wow. So yeah, it's tough. We're stuck at home at the moment.
That's crazy. Stuck at home, and he's in the UK. I'm in Australia. YouTube is canceling Rewind this year because 2020 has been too much. I want to believe that they actually blamed it more on the fact that nobody liked their rewinds. And actually, I want to scratch that and say, listen, I would have liked the rewinds if everyone liked them. Like the amount of work they did into it, like I love the idea of it. It's like, dude, this is quality production. It's kind of fun. They made a little story about it. But because everyone just trolled them so hard, what was it? It was 2 years ago. It became the most disliked
hated
YouTube video on YouTube. Yeah.
But I think that's part of its charm in a way. It was kind of funny to see what kind of reaction he would get from it. But I'm guessing this year the kind of logistics behind getting everybody together to make a video with the social distancing and that'd be tricky. So I can understand it from that point of view.
You saw a lot of people like creating their own like YouTube rewind, like saying, their rewind sucked. So here's my version, and they would take all these things from YouTube and. It was always fun to watch.
Hey, we should do that, dude. Why don't we challenge ourselves to make our own YouTube rewind each?
A Tech Is Hard one?
We've only had 5 episodes. We could do a Xander and Danny Black one. That'd be a lot of work.
That would be a lot. It's not worth it. Nobody cares.
Nobody's going to watch.
We want evergreen stuff. But even Susan Wojcicki, how do you say it?
Wojcicki?
It's like Wojcicki. That's a weird. All right.
I have no idea.
She even came out and said like those other videos were a little cringe-inducing. That's what she said. So they're saying no to 2020 Rewind, and I think they're encouraging other people to make their own.
Do you know what the worst point of last year's was when Casey Neistat, was it the last year or the year before, when he came up and he said, "I love K-pop." Did you see that bit? Remember that?
K-pop.
K-pop.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Oh,
that was
Casey.
That might have been last year. Yeah, that was the same one with Will Smith, right? With like, I want to see Ninja. It's like, no, you don't. You don't want to see any of that stuff.
You don't even know who Ninja is until you started playing this video. Come on.
Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. But man, they put a lot of work into it. I will give them that. But
hats
the
off
hate
for
that they
the production
deserved.
value.
I don't know if it deserved that much hate, but yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up. 2020. YouTube Rewind has been canceled. So there we go. That's my in the news. Hey, that could be in the YouTube newsiverse. I would make my own YouTube. Yeah, I would make my own Rewind video, but it's just that would be so much work. Yeah. Oh God, I remember I did my own 2018 Rewind. So it's like, what happened in 2018? And like it's sad to say, but the thing that bummed me out the most, I didn't spend a lot. Like I took all my videos and just crunched them down and talked through it, like a narration through it. And like I got like 5 thumbs downs like right off the bat, and I was like, and it was just like somebody that was just trying to be a jerk, but it made me go, wow, I just spent like a couple days on this, and that's what the things get. And even saying that, the views weren't very great on it, and I kind of like had a bad taste in my mouth, and I rewatched it recently, and I was like, this is great. I'm happy I made it, because it's kind of nice to look back on that year, having that recap for myself to look back on it.
Exactly. So, that's what it's all about. That's why I started making YouTube videos in the very first place, is to have videos to look back on when I'm 60 years, when I'm an old man. I'm an old man now, but when I'm older. When I'm older man, to look back on the videos and go, imagine watching this in 20 years' time. Did you say
when you're 60 years old or in 60 years?
No, when I'm 60, 60, 70, 80. Okay. But imagine watching this in 20 years' time, looking back and what laugh we had and the stuff we were talking about.
Actually, that'd be great. It'd be so fun to be like, remember Xander around? Oh, I found these videos.
Remember Xander around? Whatever happened to him? I don't see him anymore.
Yeah, he's still in lockdown, I heard.
Yeah, probably.
By the way, before we move on to the next part of the this break, what would you call it? I don't even know what you call this. We need to learn how to say things. Section. I feel like my image is a lot softer than yours. This would be a great, by the way, if we had sponsored by some kind of ring light. My image is way softer. If you bought ring light, if you want to sponsor the show.
I mean, you're on Sony for a start. I'm on Canon.
But maybe it's my lighting. I don't know. Hold on.
To me, I like the way your picture looks, preferably to mine. I think yours looks nicer to the eye, in all honesty.
Oh, that's way too. Yep. Yeah. Oh, you think so?
I think so. You got a nice color.
I feel like I'm very soft compared to the background.
Mind you, it's like 400 degrees there, and it's -50 here. So
it is so hot here. It's so hot. Okay. So Xander, you wanted to talk about? Oh, sorry. If you're listening, you have to come over to YouTube too.
Yeah. You've got to appreciate this.
You know what? Actually, I think that I played a gig outside and it was very hot and sunny. I think that look. Yeah, this is the color I'm supposed to be. This is why I'm orange. Look at that! Look at that tan line! Look at that chest hair! What the heck? Okay, you've got to
come to the YouTube channel
to see it. That's why I'm so orange. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
You caught the sun today, dude. Yeah, that's what it is.
It is. That's what it is.
I'd love to be able to catch the sun. I'd show you outside. It's absolutely.
I might jump in the pool.
Peeing down with rain.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to jump in the pool because it's too hot.
Oh, come on. Stop it. Jesus.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I've got to put my hood up. Anyway,
I'm interested about this. You wrote this down on a little list here.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this week, and I'm not entirely sure who I am and how I come across. I'll think about this quite a lot, Danny. Now, are you sitting comfortably?
You don't know who you are.
In a extrovert, introvert kind of way. But basically, I was talking to my mate Paul, who he watches. He's over in the UK. He watches the podcast. He listens to the podcast as well.
Shout out to Paul. And he doesn't comment.
Hey, Paul,
if he left a comment,
he doesn't comment. Do you know why? Because he always watches on the telly in these conservatories, and he can't comment on the telly. So anyway,
I love it when you say telly. Go ahead.
Every time he texts me, I'll say no comment ? And anyway, so I was like saying to him, come on the show, talk to us, because he's a tech. He loves PCs. He talks about tech, and that's mainly what we talk about as well. And he's like, I'm too chicken, was his word. I'm too chicken to come on the podcast. Okay. And I was like, well, we're similar kind of people. He's got his own business and whatever. You'd imagine he'd be confident talking on a camera. And then I was thinking, I always thought of myself as an introverted kind of person. But then I was thinking, maybe I'm actually not. Maybe I don't give myself enough credit for being extroverted. So I was trying to think, you're obviously a performer, Danny. So,
I'm the same as you, Xander. I don't know who I am.
You reckon?
I don't know who I mean, okay, listen. When you're talking about what I do professionally, I can grab my guitar, get in front of a microphone, and sing and not worry about it. But a lot of times, I don't even want to talk to people while I'm singing. Like in between. I'm okay. I'm okay just to play the next song and just not even talk to people. And it's not because I'm afraid to. Like I'm talking to you. I'm talking when I do live streams. But actually, I don't know how to say that because it's very weird. Even right now, doing the show, I talk over you because I don't like silence. I don't like dead air. So when I'm with people too, if it's like boring, I feel obligated to be the one to say, let's play Jenga. Let's do something. Like, I don't want to just sit here and be awkward. I want to do something.
Yeah.
So what are you like?
I mean,
are you like that?
I mean, during the week, I'm exactly the same. I like silence, and I drive for a living. I drive a big truck, and I don't have any radio on. I don't really listen to anything what I'm driving. I just like silence, and I don't really like talking to people either. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm quite happy in my own company.
I'll remember that next time I call you while you're driving.
No, I didn't mean that. But I mean, when I get home, then I'm like, come on, let's make a video, let's do something, let's talk, and let's do a podcast. And it's hard to explain. I don't know what I'm trying to say really, but I suppose I don't give myself enough credit.
This is the therapy part of the show. You just want to get it out off your chest, yeah.
Yeah, give yourself enough credit for being extroverted when you need to be, but introverted when you need to be as well, or want to be. So
it's okay to be both. I think that's the thing is you don't have to be one or the other. And I think probably some of the best people are the ones that can suss out. I have to say,
switch it on and off.
Yeah, they know when it's the time to be introverted and just kind of like observe. And be quiet. And then other times when, by the way, a lot of times I'm at a party or I'm somewhere and I'm like, I wish I was more introverted. Like, why did I just say all the things I just said? I did not like, and I don't say a lot of bad stuff, but it's just like, I didn't need to talk as much. And I feel the same way on this show. A lot of times I'm like, I'm still talking. Shut up. Okay.
No, but it's good to have that. You're like a natural. I think you're like a natural performer, and it's good to have that like lead person.
I can't turn it off.
You know. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That works for the show, though, dude. That works. I'm perfectly fine with that because I'll quite happily sit back and listen. You know what I mean?
Xander the introvert. Okay.
Yeah, but
all right.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's. I just wanted to talk about that anyway. But anyway, Paul, if you listen to this, we want to get you. I've got a bug. See, I got the bug. I got the bug this year.
The COVID
this week,
bug?
I've got the bug. No, like a
you have a bug in your studio. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
The love bug? I'm confused. What's going on? Paul, you got the bug? I've got the bug. Whoa, okay.
Paul, we want you on the podcast, Paul. We want to talk about tech and PCs and stuff. So come on the podcast. Don't be chicken.
By the way, you just made me think of something. My dad's name is Paul, and or it's Dad, depending on who's saying it. He wrote me a message, an email. And he goes, "I just watched your YouTube video about the scooter." And he goes, "Just want to let you know that video. I watched that video, and I've ordered my scooter. I've ordered the scooter that you recommended."
Oh, awesome!
And my response to him was, "Can you please comment that on my channel?" He's like, "Well, let me see if I know how." And then he ended up doing it. But it's like, that's like the stuff that you want. Because my goal is I want those companies to see that comment thread and be like, "Hey," although under it, it's like Paul Black. So it's like, obviously someone related to me.
But did he buy it through your affiliate link? Because, I
didn't have an affiliate link. I didn't have an affiliate link.
You should put an Amazon affiliate link.
No, because I don't know if I'd recommend buying it through Amazon, a scooter, because it's a big thing.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know. So to me, a lot of times, affiliate links, that would have been great. I guess you'd get some money after that.
Yeah, you get a lot of kickback.
At the same time,
I've been looking.
Yeah.
This week, I've been looking at a scooter. I can't remember what it was called though.
I want the free scooters, man.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
That's my bug.
There's that Australian. Is it Rain Scooters in Australia?
Yeah, Jay Boston had a chick on. By the way, that wasn't misogynistic. A chick, just had a chick on. She was great. She was amazing on her. Oh, dude, we should get her on here. She was like just the most talkative person. Like she was like me, but better.
But female.
Exactly. Shout out to our Sigma 16mm lenses, by the way. We both are sporting them
awesome,
right now.
man.
You see the
come over to YouTube.
I cannot believe this.
It was Xiaomi, so XIAOMI.
Jay did a review on those. They look like Tron scooters, like from the movie Tron. Like,
well, there's one over here called the Xiaomi. Xiaomi Pro, and it's 599 English pounds, but it looks pretty good.
I'm loving my scooter. Every time I go out on the scooter, I'm going, this is such a good thing. Like for my life personally, like I just love having that as a thing that I can just get out and just cruise. It's like snowboarding, but on pavement, Yeah,
it's awesome. I think they're ace. So Jay did a video on the Xiaomi ones. I'm going to check that out.
Well, he had her on the one of the reps from Rain on a live stream. And I believe he did a video as well. But Listen, I don't want to kill us on time because I don't know what we're trying to keep it to 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Give or take.
I'm not fussed.
Let us know in the comments what you would like.
Let us know how long you like to listen for.
I feel like most people listen to us on a commute to work. So how long is your commute? And then we'll make it there and back.
45 to an hour.
We'll take another break. Did you get everything you need to say about introvert, extrovert thing out?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with my, my, what you call it, therapy. Thanks for that. Thanks for listening, guys.
Creator therapy. All right, we're going to take one more break, and we will be back to talk about YouTube. It went down. It was off.
What?
Yeah. All right, we are back. It was a quick break, actually.
Back.
I had to get these. Look at this. Things I bought on Amazon that might interest you.
You need to cool your camera down.
Yeah, so I have these little packs because it does get hot. I think it's like, I'm going to give you the degrees in Celsius. I think it's like in this room, probably 30 degrees.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's warm.
Right, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I actually don't know what that is. That hot? It's not hot. That's like 88 degrees, I think. Hey, Siri, what is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 86. Okay. I love that. That's amazing.
Well,
we take that for granted so much, having Siri.
It's currently 10 in the UK. So,
is that
you know,
Celsius?
count yourself. That's Celsius, yeah. Count yourself lucky, dude. You know
yeah, that's like, I'd rather have that. So yeah, I have these, I put them on my camera because my camera
just to
gets
cool
hot
it down.
enough. Yeah, no, seriously, it gets hot. I'm not like recording from the camera, but just that bit, having it on. Oh, listen, so YouTube went down. You were sleeping. You didn't see this, but YouTube went down. And when I say went down, the videos wouldn't play for like an hour. You couldn't play a video for an hour. Like you could see the comments. There's people in live streams. There were people, just videos. Like if you were like went to a video and it wasn't working, and you like check the newest comments on it and be like, oh, YouTube's taking all these videos down, and that's not really what it was happening. But it was just nothing was playing for a good solid hour. But everyone was thinking conspiracy theory and what's going. Alex Jones must be a part of this. By the way, shout out to Alex Jones. A lot of people don't like him. I like him. But I look at him. He's very entertaining. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
If I was to take, like I'm not gonna live my life by his advice, but I like him. I like the dude. He's funny.
I listen to those the Joe Rogan podcast when he's on there. It's just great. They're all smoking. They're all drinking whiskey.
Dude, the guy knows so much stuff. Let's just say I don't want to say if I believe everything because I don't have proof of any of that stuff. But he knows so much stuff that it's like he can't take you from A. Like he knows everything from A to Z, but he's trying to take you from A to Z. He's got to take you from A, B, C, D. Like he's got to take you along the way.
Yeah.
It's just like he tries to jump from A to P, and it's like, whoa, how did you get there? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't talk like that. I don't know that much stuff. So he's got to physically have knowledge about it to talk about it. That's the way you look at it. But yeah. So
YouTube went down.
Happened? What was
I don't know why. I mean, it went down worldwide. But people were freaking out. They were like, what's going on? What's happening? And it made me think, and I wanted to brainstorm this in a way. What would happen if YouTube went down? Like, what would happen if YouTube just completely went down? And, like, your channel got deleted? I mean, listen, you don't live by it, but, like, some people make a living off of it. But, like, all the videos I have, do you have your videos saved elsewhere, or do you have it just on YouTube?
I've got all of my videos saved, yeah. So it's all good. Saved backup, yeah. So
how many hard drives do you have?
I've only got the one at the moment.
One?
Actually, I've got
That's scary.
I've only got 1 2 terabyte, and then I've got the old MacBook 2 terabyte hard drive that I've got videos saved on as well. So yeah,
I have a bunch of hard drives. I have I have a lot of like even the video files, like original videos saved for a lot of things. Like a lot of things I've been doing lately that are reviews. It's like I don't need the footage of that because I could just go reshoot stuff if I want to. But it's like the stuff where I'm traveling. That's all saved.
Well, yeah, definitely this year, for instance, I've saved all of the footage, all of the B-roll, because that comes in handy when you're making other videos further on down the line. You can go into you've already shot stuff already of the products. That's true. So, yeah, that's what I did as well. So,
but what would happen in your mind? Not for Xander Round, but like actually, for Xander Round, but not for your channel. Like you watch YouTube a lot, right?
Yeah, but Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I would literally have nothing to watch. I watch Netflix and I watch quite a lot of the Disney Plus at the moment because of Marvel films, and then YouTube. I don't really watch anything else. So
Now,
yeah, it'd make a big impact on my viewing of TV
yeah,
in general.
I'm
Definitely.
sure. Yeah, you'd probably get over it after 30 days. But
Yeah, you find something else
let's
to watch.
think
I'm sure.
larger
But
scale. What would happen to the world if YouTube went down?
I mean, where is YouTube on everybody's watch list? Is it up there? Is it in the top 5 of stuff that human beings all watch on
Yeah,
screens? It's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah.
it's tricky because listen, I mean, there's a I don't want to get political, but there's a level of distrust I have in like media, and
Yeah.
having those other opinions that can be voiced through YouTube, I think is very crucial, so that
Mm-hmm.
you don't have just just completely biased things coming at you all the
Yeah.
time. But I
Yeah, I know
think
what
of
you
like
mean.
there's an episode on The Simpsons where I forget what happens, like Itchy and Scratchy stop, and then all of a sudden the kids like come out from the TV spell and they're like
Yeah, start
playing.
coming
It's like
outside, yeah.
it's like the world is great again. Maybe I feel like that would actually. What would happen if Facebook went down?
Well, I'm not sure I'd miss Facebook, but I mean, as far as YouTube goes,
I
I
would know.
think
Like, I don't mean personally to you because I wouldn't miss it necessarily either. But worldwide, what would happen in your opinion if Facebook went down? Like everyone's accounts just went off, like deleted. What would happen?
yeah, I think when
I
it
should have
comes to
given you more heads up for this to think about it. Sorry.
yeah, well, no, I think in social media, because I think you can class YouTube as social media in general. I know there's a lot of fake news and a lot of stuff that you shouldn't believe, but I think it also adds a lot of transparency around the world of stuff that goes on, and
Yeah.
that
Very.
that
Yeah.
would be a massive miss. I think definitely.
Could you imagine going back to websites? Do you remember websites?
Yeah,
I,
dude.
I
we
actually
talked
applied for
about
a
it in the
Google,
first.
I applied for a GoPro affiliate, and I got
Did you?
denied because I don't have a website. I don't have a
Oh,
website,
dude.
and I used to
What?
have websites, but even if I had the websites I used to have, they'd still deny me because it's just like it was always just like a hub for,
Yeah.
like my social media sites.
I've been meaning to actually start writing a blog and stuff like that on my website and add it to try and build it up and get some more stuff out there into
It's
the
tough.
Google world.
That's
It's
tough.
hard.
It's
But
tough.
yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, personally, I wouldn't miss Facebook at all. The only thing I mean, to be honest, the only reason I stay on Facebook is because it throws back memories every now and again, and it saves
That
you
is nice.
photos of stuff that you've done in the past. So that's a nice feature of Facebook. But
Even though
I
it's
wouldn't miss that.
stuff that you couldn't save because of the quality,
Yeah.
like it compresses it so bad.
Yeah, you're taking on
yeah.
your Nokia 3210 years ago. But
It's interesting
yeah, I mean,
thought process.
YouTube.
If somebody's listening along right now, I'm sure they probably have some ideas of what they think would happen. The world probably wouldn't crumble. Maybe it would be better. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Like
I
I
should
said, I
have given
think
you
it does.
a bigger heads up so we could have had a decent conversation about this. Done a little bit of research.
Yeah.
But maybe we could talk about it later. We'll see if someone leaves an interesting comment, and then we can bring that up at a future
Yeah,
time.
make sure you comment. Make sure you comment, guys. And I
Can you
think it
comment
would-
on any of like the podcast or like any of the podcast stuff? You can.
I don't think so. Can you?
Spotify, I think you can follow. Like we can see how many followers we have for Spotify.
Yeah,
I
you can.
think.
You can
And,
follow us
and
on
Apple. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get into that.
definitely.
We'll get into that later. At
We'll
the end
find
of
it
the
further on.
season.
We'll episode 10. We'll go for all that kind of thing. We'll explore
epic.
what's going on.
It's gonna be epic. All right. Last but not least, we are gonna
Yeah.
bring up our last segment, which is what we are.
What we are watching. Yeah, we definitely need to get those stingers sorted because my voice is terrible. What I'm watching this week for me, I've been showing mate Chris Terry at TubeFix a little bit of support. He's been doing some cool videos. He's been uploading every day this week.
Yeah, I don't know.
so-
I wasn't subscribed to him. I realized, and I subscribed to him, and he's posting a lot of videos, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think he's got some more time on his hand. I think he's actually been furloughed from work, so he's been making some videos this week. He makes some cool content. Although he's only got a small channel, but we've all been there. That's for sure.
Yeah, he gave us a nice
so,
shout out.
yeah.
Not the podcast,
well-
but individually our channels.
He did, yeah. On his
Does he
on his,
does he follow this podcast?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He listens and he follows. Yeah. He hasn't commented
hasn't
on
commented.
this, but he will. Well, come on, Chris, comment. But
Come
we'll
on.
link Chris's channel down below so you go and check it out. Show him some
Yeah,
support.
TubeFix.
The other person I've been watching this week is Jared Polin. Do you know, I love Jared Polin. He does like a tech news fix. Is something I really want to do on my channel. Is do like a tech news short.
This is what you do already.
Like a short video. Sort of, but I want to do like a news roundup every week of stuff that's going on.
Hey, roundup, that's in your name, man.
Roundup, man. But he does like a camera news fix every week, and it's so funny. He adds like funny little movie clips in between the shots, and it's really good. I like his content.
Okay.
Jared Polin.
I don't have anything on like Netflix or Prime to unveil. I haven't watched anything, but on YouTube
I've been watching Mandalorian. That's what I've been watching.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's wicked. You got to watch it.
Is it it's worth Disney Plus for at least for a little bit?
Definitely.
I'll wait till the next season comes out, and then I'll binge watch all that stuff.
You binge watch it, yeah.
Gina Walters uploaded a video 23 hours ago. I do find it funny. I'll get to what I'm watching, but when I look through my actually, let's say this for next week when we have a guest on, but I want to we'll scroll through my subscriptions and we'll see which ones you want to click on because of what they look like. Okay. Because like with Gina's, I didn't even see it. Like, you know, I would have seen it and clicked on it, but I didn't see it for some reason because you don't see their name anymore. Like the name is the last thing you see. Let's save that for next week. I'll write that down and that'll be great. But some other people that I've been watching, this sounds really dumb, but not Tom Cruise. So there's a guy who is a Tom Cruise lookalike, and more so sounds exactly like him. Like to the point where if you saw a video with this guy, you would think Tom Cruise is doing it. And to top it off, they've been adding deep fakes to it, where they even put a little bit of that Tom Cruise into his face.
Oh, wow.
Are you looking it up? Yeah, not Tom Cruise.
I'm just gonna,
when you listen to him talk, you go, this guy sounds exactly like Tom Cruise. It's crazy.
Oh my God, he's got the teeth and the smile and everything, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. It's crazy. And the other one that I do watch, I mean, you know, I'll shout this out. Viva Fry. I love watching Viva
Fry, yeah. His channel has absolutely blown up, hasn't it?
It has blown up. I went back a year ago. I remember he had like maybe 60,000 subscribers, and he was going to be on the Not So Morning Show. We were going to have him on, but we never really got around to having him on. And he's got 325,000 subscribers now. And when he does live streams with who's on the show? I can't remember.
He uses StreamYard as well for his live streams.
Barnes, is on. And actually, I like watching his live streams. And they rake in the PayPal. It's Viva Fry. You're not listening, but if you were listening, you're making enough money to buy the full version of what is it, StreamYard. So you don't have to have the logo. You could easily get a microphone for your thing and a camera.
Yeah.
But
come on.
I say that.
We can help you out with this.
But he's doing well without it. So it's like, why? What am I to say anything about it? You know, like that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's that old conversation is, do you need all the gear? You don't, do you? You just need an iPhone and you can be successful. And of course you can. But like I said in my video I did this week, if you can afford to do it, you should, because it just looks so much better. I agree. Myself and Danny, look how good it looks and sounds.
Well, I do have a door over here. And Creaky, our friend Creaky, wrote to me one time and he's like, one of the videos I had the door open and he's like, you should shut that door or do something with that door, because then it makes it look like it's a room, like it makes it look like a room, or it makes it look like a studio. And then right after he said that, he corrected himself and he goes, although PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber in the world, it doesn't matter what's in his background. He corrected himself right after saying that, and I agree with that sentiment where it's like, I could give you advice, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's like you could do what you want to do, and it might be way better.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's a whole different conversation. We're straying onto YouTube again, but you don't need all the gear.
YouTube is
You don't
hard.
need the gear and no idea. You just need to upload, do good content, keep getting better, keep on practicing, and then some way along the line, it's going to happen for you. I don't care what anybody says. It will.
Absolutely. I think sticking to the niche, it's important, by the way.
Sticking to niche, definitely. I checked out my Social Blade again this week to see my projections, and it's gone up again.
Has it? Where are you at?
Yeah, it's
Where
like
Tell me.
183,000 for 5 years now.
And where were you at before that?
It was. I think you said it was 168, didn't you? 160. So it's gone up.
Do you check it against other people, or just look at your own?
No, I'll just look at mine.
I want to look at mine
because it's nice to dream. It's nice to dream and think, wow, imagine if I actually do get to 183,000 in 5 years. That'd be unbelievable.
I'm very close to 10,000. Very close.
Yeah, you are, dude.
I did have a moment where I was like, we talked about the hoop thing, and I have this like in my head. I'm like, should I? That's time. Like it'll be fun, but at the same time, it's like effort. Is it better just to put that effort to making another video or doing this thing? I am 140 away from 10,000.
Oh man!
Sorry, that's a rounded up or down number. I don't actually know because I'm looking
140. Surely we can sort that out. You should do like a 24-hour live stream, like the push for 10K. That's what you should do.
Dude, I'm doing better too. I think I told you I was at 110,000 in 5 years. I'm at 155,000 in 10 years.
Yeah,
5 years.
We're killing it, dude. We're killing it. We're killing it.
Let's look at no. Let's not look at anybody else.
Not on the show.
Not on the show. All right, listen. We gotta wrap things up. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We really appreciate it. We would do this if you weren't listening because we don't know if you're listening or not. That doesn't make any sense because if you're listening,
let us know that you're listening. Because we do this every day if you are.
Yeah, we would do this. I would do this more often. Actually, I would love to do this more often. I think it's better to grow the show in a certain organic structure versus before you spend all the time doing all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll try to remember to do some of those segment stingers for next week.
I can help out with that as well, dude. We'll do that, and then we're going to talk about. We've got loads of subjects to talk about for next week as well. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe and follow wherever you are, wherever you're watching us and listening.
Oh, is that your alarm saying?
My phone's ringing. Sorry.
It's okay. We gotta.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow. No! Yes!
By the way, everyone can hear you talk over the... yeah.